Time for another Teen Talk this morning. Joining us now is family therapist Jane Marks. Good morning to you, Jane.
Good morning, Kelly. How are you?
Great.
Wet. It's wet.
A little wet out there. Glad to have you here. Nice and dry, though. Talking about something really important, though, about how parents can really help teens build essential life skills. And you had the question coming in from, high school, not just about getting good grades, getting to college, making friends. There are some important things that parents need to instill to their children at that age group.
I think it is important when preparing teens for separation and autonomy that we as parents do our part to get them ready. Kids who are prepared for adulthood are comfortable demonstrating fundamental communication skills, cultural competence, conflict resolution, which is so important. And it helps young people develop a sense of confidence in themselves. And for parents, it's important that we start, and this woman was, has freshmen, we start nurturing these skills right from ninth grade, although actually we start them much earlier.
Right.
First set of skills, planning skills, creating and following schedules, managing time, essential, particularly when you go into college. Health management, as we've talked about before, taking good care of yourself, eating habits, good health, those I think we've got under great control. Money management skills, and this is important because getting ready for college, we've got to anticipate expenses. Kids need to have a handle on what it's going to cost, how they're going to pay for it, and if they have loans, how are they going to pay those loans after college? Because kids nowadays are not guaranteed automatic jobs. So that's important. Safety and health management skills. Last time we talked about dealing with trauma. Campus safety and sexual assault are significant issues that teens need to be prepared for going into college, but also going into high school. Household management skills. How do you look for living situations? How do you account for the possibility of wonderful roommate experiences or bad roommate experiences? Now I'll tell you a big one. It doesn't sound like a big one, but it's a big one. Teach your children how to wash clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, mastering new communities. In other words, getting around, managing the physical parts of a new community. Where do you get your cars fixed? Who knows how to change tires? Do you know that before you go off? People skills, one of the skills that we talk about so often. How do you deal with the unexpected? How do you deal with roommates? How do you deal with teachers that you like and you don't like? It is important to have a good handle of all that. And then when you talk, there's so many other skills as we get older, and I think it's important that when we talk about building competence in young people, it is important to look at so much of just normal functioning, in terms of psychological development. How do we prepare them for failures? You're going to have multiple failing experiences when you go to college, but you got to be able to maneuver that. And I think as families, we think, well, you know what? We can sort of quit once we get to high school.
Right.
Oh, no. You know what? And here's an interesting statistic, and it's something that often comes up in my office. Parents believe that financially they're going to be off the hook by the time that kids graduate from college. That is simply not the case. Not anymore. We were looking at the numbers, and one of the studies we saw found that up until the age of 33.5.
Wow.
There is some degree of financial interdependence between families and kids, and so it's a world that, as parents, we always talk about becoming stewards. We got a lot of prep work to continue to do.
And you can't do all the work for your kids. You gotta make them do it as well. Jane, thank you so much. We always appreciate you stopping by and giving us some good advice to think about. And of course, even more of it's going to be posted online for you. WTXL.TV. Don't go away. We are back in just 2 minutes. 6:47, talking hometown weather this morning. If you took any pictures this weekend, you can easily tell which day you took it.
Yes.
Because Friday was hot and sunny. Saturday was kind of still dreary, and then Sunday, my goodness, I didn't go outside yesterday at all.
No, there was no reason to do that.
It was such a good cuddle on the couch day.
And it was nice.
Snuggle.
I think everyone would kind of let the rain just pour down,
Yep.
and sort of wash away our feelings from the FSU game from the day before. You were saying also the Moody Air Force Base, their big old air show, had to be canceled, but you know that didn't stop a few of the jets from flying around. This was taken on Saturday by Rick Lipscomb, so we appreciate this shot coming in from Valdosta. Again, Saturday, it was a little on the gray side, but no real rainfall threat was impacting any of us on Saturday, really. So, a beautiful shot. Nice close-up view here from Rick. We appreciate that. And then this is the scene that we all got used to for Sunday. The rain coming on down, but Paula, very happy to see the rain. Her garden was definitely enjoying it, so good news there. And all of her live oaks and pines as well.
Ooh, man.
Ending things on Saturday in Thomasville, JT getting this great shot up there. A beautiful shot with the rays coming out from behind the clouds.
I kind of glanced down. I think it's a cloud down there, but it almost reminded me of a lightning strike, like coming out of the big cloud.
Right here?
If you only see like the outline,
right there.
I didn't realize it was the whole one cloud.
Oh yeah, no, that's a big old. That's just another cloud back
cool.
there. Beautiful shot, nonetheless. Though we appreciate all of these weather photos, and again,
all the different types of weather.
Exactly, it's a wide array, and I think we're going to have a wide array this week as well. Wet early on before drying out, so send us in all of those weather photos. We will love to see them, and we love putting them on air as well. You can find me on Facebook and Twitter.
Starting to feel actually like the seasons we're in.
Finally.
And this one will help you do the same thing. Talking about A Christmas Carol, the musical, the latest production from the Young Actors Theater. We're getting a live interview of what we can expect coming up in just 2 minutes. Then right after sunrise, be sure to join us for a second cup. That is our exclusive online after show. We got to talk about that LA UFO and all the crazy things that people were tweeting.
Potential UFO.
When they realized, like, oh my goodness, are the aliens coming to California? We'll see you at 7 only on WTXL.tv. Hey, we are getting into the holiday spirit here on Sunrise, talking about the upcoming musical version of A Christmas Carol being put on by the Young Actors Theater. Here with a sneak peek, we have Valerie Smith and one of the actors herself, Phoebe French. Good morning to the both of you.
Good morning.
Of course, this one, A Christmas Carol just says holidays for so many families out there. And this is kind of a different, updated twist on this classic story. What can we expect with the musical version of A Christmas Carol?
This is a wonderful version of a very classic tale tale that everyone is familiar with. But the great thing about this show is the music was written by Alan Menken, who a lot of people are familiar with his work with Beauty and the Beast and Little Mermaid. So there's a lot of very catchy music. People will be leaving the theater singing the songs
Right.
over and over again.
We finally have something to replace Let It Go with.
Absolutely.
Hey,
there we go.
This is
Yes.
a good deal here. So Phoebe, you play the ghost of Christmas Future.
Yes, I do.
Tell us a little bit about that role.
Well, that role is really cool because at the beginning you actually get to see the ghosts, all three of the ghosts, as different characters in the beginning. So Scrooge kind of foreshadows what we see, and then when he has the dream and you get to see the ghost of Christmas Future, it's kind of his final say into what's going to happen to him.
What has it been like for you taking on such an iconic story, an iconic role that people have seen different movie versions, they've seen TV versions, they've seen all different types. What has it been like for you stepping into that?
It's cool because you get to kind of put your own twist on it and see how you want to interpret the role and everything. So it's really fun to kind of get your own take on what you want it to be.
And something that I love, even extra special this year, of course, it's, it's not the holidays unless you watch some sort of A Christmas Carol. And this year, not only do we get to see it live in the musical version, but it really actually goes back and kind of, taps the shoulder a little bit on Young Actors Theater.
It does. This is a big year for us. It's our 40th anniversary season, and A Christmas Carol was the very first show that our founder, Tina Williams, produced at Young Actors. So it's a great way to kick off the entire year by looking at the past and also our present and our future, very much the same storyline as the show.
And now, of course, kids have seen this kind of, this is something that is totally family friendly. You don't have to worry about, oh, we only can take the older kids. You can get everyone involved and bring everyone together for the show.
Absolutely, absolutely. And we do also have a special abbreviated children's matinee for the youngest kids in the family that will just be a little bit shortened.
So maybe if their attention span isn't quite there.
Exactly,
right?
exactly.
Phoebe, what are you hoping the audience takes away from your performance and from the show overall?
Well, I guess the message overall of the show and just the kind of the spirit that it gives. So I hope that the kids really like it.
And you get so many chances to see it, which I think is really special because this can be the busy time when people are doing a lot. So we got a lot of show dates coming up.
We run 2 full weekends, and everyone can go to our website. We run November 13th through the 22nd, and we have 9 different performances to choose from. So I think everyone will be able to find something to slow down their schedule at this time, grab the family together, come to the theater, and enjoy a truly entertaining performance.
And make you think about what we're celebrating.
Absolutely.
And save that playbill, because who knows? Phoebe French is going to be the next Tony Hale for us, right? Why not?
Why not?
Thank you guys both so much for being here. We saw the details there on your screen, and they're going to be on our website as well, WTXL.tv. Don't go away. We've got your final forecast when we come back. 6:57 and Max, I think we know today we're going to need the rain boots and the ponchos and the umbrellas.
Anything to keep you dry today, because we are going to be talking about hit and miss showers and storms already wreaking havoc for parts of the Tallahassee area if you're heading out the door relatively soon. Over into the Swanee Valley, seeing some of those showers riding in from the Appalachian Bay too. So definitely going to be seeing hit and miss spots with the wet weather. Not as widespread though as what we saw for Sunday. So I do think there's going to be a couple dry hours in there as well. Overall, we'll call for about an 80% coverage with the rain paintbrush today before we finally quiet things down later on this work week. Check out Veterans Day. Glorious conditions, a little bit above average with the temperatures, but still very nice and dry in the low 80s, mid 80s by Thursday, and then a dry cold front moves through. That's the one that's really going to do a number on the numbers, as we like to say. We'll be down into the mid to upper 70s to round out the work week. And check out this upcoming weekend. A far cry from any weekend we've really seen over the past month or so. Low 70s for highs. That might be a little on the high side as well, Kelly. An overnight temperature is going to be the coldest we've seen all season, dipping well into the 40s by Sunday morning. So again, a real tale of two seasons. Going to be a little on the warm side early on, and then fall sticking around to round out the work week.
Some real football weather for FSU's homecoming weekend.
That'll be very nice for sure too.
Looking forward to that though. At least I am. I don't know if everyone else is, but I know I want to get the windows open and get that crisp air.
It's just a different pattern, and I think folks are looking for something different.
Hey, heading out on the roads this morning, of course we're talking about some rainfall still coming down this morning and leftover rain from yesterday. We do have an accident popping up in Wakulla County at Woodville Highway near the Kangaroo gas station there at the Bloxham Cutoff Road. No roadblock though in that area. If you are driving around Tallahassee already, Medical Drive is closed at Centerville because of flooding. That's going to be until further notice. That's all we have heard of right now, but of course that could be changing. As Max was mentioning, the rain going to be sticking with us for a couple of hours now. Slow down, take it easy, keep your headlights on when your wipers are on this morning. Hey, join us right now for Second Cup on WTXL.tv. We're looking at the UFO over LA, right? It just wanted to be in a movie. Join us right now, WTXL.tv. Have a great day. Welcome here to Second Cup, only on WTXL.tv. I'm Kelly Bartoli.
Hi, Max Pears. Thanks for joining us here on this very soggy Monday.
Right.
You know, it kind of slows people down just a
little bit. But yesterday, on rainy, lazy Sunday.
Yeah.
Sometimes just what the doctor
ordered. Did you wake up in the late afternoon? Call Parnell just to see how you were doing?
Yeah, and then I went to see the Chronic, Curls of Narnia.
Perfect.
That's old school.
I know, throwback.
Same wavelength there.
Gotcha.
So we had rain over our skies, but in California, things were a little bit different. You may have seen this kind of blowing up over social media. Everyone took these videos. It was this strange lights over the skies of LA.
Yeah.
And so people were like, oh my goodness, what is this? Clearly, it has to be a UFO.
It cannot be anything else.
Right? And of course, LA, the second largest city in the country, a lot of people took videos. So people were like, okay, we need to get to the bottom of this. So the Coast Guard said they got a lot of calls from residents out there saying what this light was. It's really suspicious. They said the official response from the Coast Guard, they say this is not from outer space. They say this is not a unique phenomenon. Officials tell CNN the light was actually a naval test fire off of the coast, and they attributed it to the U.S. Navy at Point Mugu.
So like a test fire is in what? That's a rocket we're looking at? I still don't really...
Yes. And that's still what's kind of weird, is they said, oh yeah, this is normal. This is it. But why have we never seen it before? If it's something standard and normal, right?
Conspiracy theorists.
Something's going on, and luckily we have social media to keep us entertained with all of people's thoughts about it.
The best and the worst of us, yes.
Why is the governor acting like we haven't seen Alien versus Predator before? This is how it all starts.
Oh no.
Bye.
Fading away.
And then they just faded away.
Bye-bye, Ogechi.
What is that? How do you do that faded picture like that?
Again, Generation Y, we know how to do social media really well. We know how to edit photos very well.
They answered. Look, we had, what's her name? Hello from the other side, Adele was asking the question, and so they're like, what up, we hear you, Adele.
She's from the other side.
You sold like 1 million copies in a week, so.
They gotta pay attention, I guess.
Hashtag aliens taking over Earth Party.
You know what that hashtag reminds me of is from Independence Day, how they go on top of the building and they're like, welcome aliens, and then gone. Remember that? You don't
I saw,
remember that?
I saw the movie like a long time ago.
You don't remember that? It was the scene when they all die, when all the humans die.
Spoiler alert.
The movie came out in '96. It's a spoiler alert for you by now. You're not seeing it.
So cool Pope Francis.
That's funny.
Attributing this quote to Ben Carson, saying they're coming to take all the grain from the pyramids.
Oh, well, they gotta go on the other side of the planet for that.
Hashtag
one.
aliens. They're just on their way. They were just making a pit stop over LA.
We're on our ways.
The convenience. Do they even have speedways down here?
They don't have speedways here. They have them down in Orlando, I think.
It all makes sense now. Hashtag aliens.
What
am I
are those
looking- What
things?
is this?
Oh, it's Buzz
it's
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. Oh, I
Oh.
get it. I didn't see it at first and I was confused, but now I totally see him.
He's just going to Disneyland.
Buzz Lightyear to the rescue. That
Exactly.
makes sense. I'm not saying it's aliens,
but
it's aliens.
it's aliens.
Do you?
Are they having a reboot or something
They are.
on
I think.
Netflix?
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't think it's like a TV. I think it's like a mini movie series,
a little
something
saga.
like that.
Yeah.
Knew it.
Oh, it's Katy
Katy
Perry.
Perry.
It's a fireworks.
Extra.
She's a firework.
Remember, she had that song with Kanye.
Oh.
Kanye.
Kanwa. Kanye.
The UFO seen over LA tonight was just the Death Star getting into position.
Ominous.
Oh, I thought you were saying like no, pass.
I mean.
Do you believe
it
in
could be.
UFOs? Oh wait, guys, it's not aliens. It's just Marty and Grandma flying back to Halloween Town. It's all good.
All right.
I agree with this one. That's who I think it could be.
It's Kelly too. Do you see that?
Yeah. See.
She also misses One Direction.
Only one man can save us now.
Conway for president, or whatever you said. Conway.
So, do you believe in UFOs?
There has to be something more out there. It's
Right.
out of when you learn more and more about how much space is in space, and
How we're like
just
this little tiny
and how it
thing.
never stops. There's got to be something.
Yeah, I think our idea of it, of like this like crazy creature thing with this kind
I
of
also
head and
feel,
like
though,
tentacles
I
and
also
neon
f-
green,
I-
I don't think that's real.
I also feel that we are very big-headed to think that anyone would want to visit us.
Yeah,
though.
why would they want to come see us?
I think people
To
know
watch
that,
Second
and I
Cup.
think that there are aliens that know that we are here, but they're just choosing not to acknowledge us.
Oh, they're giving us the boot, right?
Yeah, give
See you
us the
tomorrow.
hand. Talk to the hand. It's definitely going to be a wet start to your morning drive. Temperatures in the 60s out there, and you can see, about an 80% coverage with the rainfall. Rain chances do back off a little bit. I think we get in on some dry periods today, but still the potential for a few scattered showers and a few storms this afternoon with temps only around the seasonal average in the mid-70s. Overnight drying off, lows in the low 60s. Beyond today, much drier and seasonably warm.